Okay, so this diaper is a little comfort brand, and the manufacturer of this diaper stitched across all the elastic. They did not leave it tacked on the ends, so the old elastic does not come out. You could sit and pick it out, but you're going to end up with so many holes, your legs are more than likely going to leak if you do that. So the plan for this one is, let me show you this. They have stitched down all the elastic there, and this one doesn't even have, it has like some braided elastic, which I wouldn't recommend for your diapers anyhow. So what you want to do is open, just like we did the Bum Genius one, you want to take your seam ripper and open both ends of the elastic where you can see it, and where there's a hole so you can get inside the casing. Don't open the whole edge, just the very ends. And then some people take their elastic like this and put a safety pin on the end and then thread it through the casing. And the problem with that is wool is kind of sticky, it has good traction, and it's very difficult to get your safety pin through. I'm lazy. So I'm going to take straw from my child's sippy cup and put my elastic through it and then thread the straw through the casing. And that'll take about half the time that your safety pin would take. So you're just going to put your elastic through the straw, and you kind of have to pinch it in half to get it to fit through your straw. You want to get like the skinniest straw that your elastic will fit in. I've used the straws from those take and toss cups before, and that worked fairly well. But I could not, those were dirty today. This one, so you have your elastic threaded through your straw. And you just want to put it where it's sticking out just the very end, and kind of fold it over. And then you're going to take the straw and take the open casing of your diaper and just simply shove the straw through the casing until it comes out the other end. Like I said, wool has good stickiness, and so it takes a little bit of effort to do this. But eventually it comes out the other end, and you can just pull it and take your straw off. And now you have elastic going through both ends of your diaper, and then you will tack it down just like you would the Bum Genius brand. Tack down one end first with your sewing machine right on top of the elastic that's already there. So here's my elastic that's already there. Here's my new elastic end. I'm just going to sew it on top and pull my elastic through. And do that. Sew down right over the end of it. I use a zigzag because I know it will. Oops, I didn't use a zigzag that time. It was already set on the other thing. Usually I use a zigzag because I know it will catch the entire piece of elastic and I don't have to. It's a little easier. But you can also hand stitch that if you wanted to. And then you're going to take your elastic and your diaper, you want to kind of straighten out your diaper, and see the other end, and pull your elastic as tight as you can pull it. And then, however tight it is, that's where you'll cut it. And don't let go of that end of the elastic, or it will go back inside the casing of the diaper. hold on tight. And you're gonna sew it down on top of the other end of the elastic. Oops. Hold on to it. Sometimes it's hard to get it right on the edge. You have to be very careful. I go back and forth over it like 3 or 4 times because you don't want it coming undone. And this diaper has nice new stretchy elastic, and you're going to do the same thing to the other end, the other side, and to the back, where this one has no elastic in the back. So you're going to fix the elastic in the back too, the exact same way. And then you'll turn it wrong side, or back right side out, because currently it's wrong side out. So I'm going to do that, and then I will show you how to put the top stitches back in. As you can see, one side of my diaper is much more springy now. I'll try it this way. Than this other very relaxed side of the diaper. So this one is obviously has new elastic, and this one basically has no elastic. So I'm gonna get my straw and redo it for the other side. And this time I'm not going to push pause because I don't know how to pause this. You just get to watch me thread through my straw. Sometimes that takes a while, but I promise you it doesn't take near the amount of time it would have if you had decided to use a safety pin. So much easier than the safety pin method. So your elastic gets stuck. Come on. Use my seam ripper to grab the end there and grab it out. Okay. So I have my elastic threaded through, and I'm going to shove it through the, make sure I get the right side, through the casing of this diaper, like so. So it comes out the other end, which should have done that. There we go. So there's my elastic. Once again, through my diaper. I'm going to tack down both ends, pulling it tight on the second tack, cut it off, and I'll be done. Here's my diaper. Oh, here's the key. I'll tack down the ends. Pull it tight. And you can either cut it first and tack it down, or you can tack it down and then cut it off after you do that. Sometimes that method's easier because then if it pulls through the casing, you won't have to go find it. But you also have to make sure you don't accidentally let it go and then make it so long that one side of the diaper is much looser than the other. So if you leave the elastic on there while you're tacking it down, make sure you marked the spot that you want to sew the elastic, and then you can just cut it off afterwards. And you have two stretchy sides. And then this one needs the back done too. And what is surprising about this brand of diapers is it seems like there's perfectly good elastic in there. It's just come untacked. So I'm going to go find that elastic and just pull it tight. You can see this one has elastic already in there. Ta-da! It's just come undone. Actually just fix the elastic that's already in this one. But if you had elastic that was too loose and needed repaired, you would do the exact same procedure. You would just put your straw through with your new elastic and tack down both ends. This one already has elastic, so I'm just going to reclaim it and tack it down. It's too short or too long. So, back of my diaper now has nice stretchy elastic too. That one, the elastic just needed to be retacked. Probably not a good example one, but so then you're going to take your diaper, get rid of all your extra little strings, and turn it right side out again. And everywhere that you use the seam ripper now has loose string because you unstitched it. And that means your whole diaper casing is going to eventually come unstitched. So, what you want to do is start where you see good stitching, go up about a half an inch and stitch over it, and then stitch down where you can see the other good stitching, and stitch over it about a half an inch and back stitch it really well so that your casing stays in one piece. Or you can stitch all the way down the entire diaper to the other end where you unstitched it and just put a brand new top stitch all the way down. That is what I'm going to do to this diaper so that I don't have to keep cutting and uncutting. But if you really didn't want to do that, you could just stitch the ends where you unstitched them. And as you can see, maybe you can't see. Easier to move my. Oh, there we go. Your diaper's wrinkly where the elastic is not stretched, so when you sew it, you want to pull it out. That way you don't sew wrinkles into your diaper. white thread because white goes with everything, right? But you could also use the color thread of the diaper. So you can kind of see my white thread just stitched along the edge to put the top stitch back in it. And really, your diaper doesn't need a top stitch. It kind of makes it a little prettier and gives it a little more structure and keeps your elastic from rolling. So, but if you didn't want to put the top stitch back in, it really wouldn't mess with the function of the diaper that much. And don't forget to stitch back the top stitch on the back of your diaper as well, where you undid that to fix the back of your diaper. Now you have fixed a diaper using the straw method. Stretchy elastic. You want to wash it on hot, or not hot, but warm. Not so hot that you're going to delaminate your diaper, but you know, your usual wash method. And you want to put it in the dryer for about 20 minutes to seal up any little holes you made in your pool sewing in new stuff. Okay. And that is how you fix a diaper using a child's drinking straw. You could also use the safety pin, but the straw is much easier. In my next video, I'm going to show you how to fix one that the safety pin or the straw just flat out will not fit in the casing, you can't get it in, and somebody sewed in all of the elastic.